Well, here we are in Mallorca on the eve of the two semi-finals, the single semi-finals. The doubles is actually happening already. Behind me I've got Tabilo warming up for his semi-final. Of course, we've also got Paul Jubb in action as well. In fact, that is who Tabilo will be playing. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the men's singles power rankings for the upcoming tournament at SW19. So, shall we get into it? Let's go. Number 10, Sebi Korda, just edging out, I want to say, Andrei Rublev, by the way, who got, of course, to the quarterfinals last year before losing to Djokovic. I think he took a set off Novak, but Rublev's form went out very early in Berlin, and his form really throughout most of the year, with the exception of that very good run he had, of course, to the title in Madrid, has been patchy at best. So Sebi Korda, we know what he said on the eve of the tournament last year, but he's had good runs again on the grass. His game does suit the surface, and so I've got him at number 10 in my power rankings. Next up, number 9, Taylor Fritz. Probably a couple of years ago he would have been much higher. Of course, got to the quarterfinals in 2022 before losing to Rafa Nadal. Had big advantages in that match, 2-1 being one of those advantages, and the fact that Rafa was struggling with an injury. But he couldn't get over the line. I've probably never seen him more crestfallen than I did in the press conference after that particular match that day. But that feels like quite a long time ago, although I do think he turned a mini corner this year with some improvements in his form and in his abilities. For example, against Novak in Australia was a much better performance than it was at the US Open. And I think he's got the game to go far at Wimbledon. Will that be this year? Not sure. But he's at number 9 in my power rankings. Number 8, Tommy Paul, the Queen's winner, of course. Will he recover from the neck injury he got post-match afterwards? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. But anyway, he comes in at number 8 in my power rankings. Probably wouldn't have even been close to featuring in the power rankings until that run he had just recently in London. But maybe he's a potential quarter-finalist. I'm, of course, doing this power rankings irrespective of the draw, even though it has taken place. I'm just purely going on where are they at, how do they suit the surface, what is their previous Wimbledon stuff going on for them, what form are they in, and yeah, how good are they on the grass? Therefore, number 7, Alex de Minaur, winning, of course, in Rosmalen recently, or Den Bosch, or S. Kockenbosch. I'm not even going to try and say that again. So he, of course, comes in at number 7, Alex de Minaur, on my power rankings. And to be honest with you, I think he's got a potential 4th round with Hubert Hurkacz. That will probably be, very decisive. Of course, then it'll be Novak in the quarterfinals, should they make it that far. Number 6, Daniil Medvedev, kind of fallen off the radar, which kind of is number 6, right? Number 6 is kind of the forgotten number, I think, and the forgotten player in the power rankings. It's kind of like, they're decent. Do you expect them to win the title? No. Do you expect them to make a significant impression? Probably not. Will they be there, sort of creeping through to the quarterfinals or beyond? Quite possibly. Last year's semi-finalist, but in a way that feels like a long time ago. He's not won a tournament in over a year since Rome. So, he comes in at number 6. Number 5, again, it was just like, okay, I guess he comes next. Alexander Zverev. Didn't pull up any trees, really, during the grass court season thus far in Berlin. Did okay, but nothing spectacular. So he comes in at number 5. He's never really done well on grass, but can he make the semi-finals? Absolutely. He's in the same half of the draw as Novak Djokovic. So that's a potential semi-final for Alexander. Number 4, Hubert Hurkacz. He has the pedigree on grass. He has some good runs at Wimbledon in 2023 and also 2021, I'm going to say, when I think he made the semis. Number 3 is Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic, a multiple winner here, and I know he's got the injury issue, but irrespective of that, if we can just sort of put that to one side, for me, he comes in at number 3. Seems to be okay, seems to be training fine. He's got a fairly nice first week that'll help him ease into the draw, into the tournament, into form, and I certainly expect him to make the second week and probably beyond. Maybe the most difficult decision, though, was who to go for number 1 and who to go for number 2. Number 2 on my list, Jannik Sinner. Won in Berlin, had an incredible year, winning the Australian Open, making the semi-finals before losing in 5 sets to Alcaraz on the clay. He comes in at number 2 on my list. Could be number 1. I'm sure many of you will disagree. Get in the comment section below and let me know why you think Sinner should be number 1 as opposed to Alcaraz. You can guess is my number 1. Alcaraz, of course, the champion last year. I've just gone for him. It's a bit of a weird one, but I just thought that 5-set win for him, he's unbelievable over 5 sets. I think he's 11-1, by the way, when he goes into a 5th set. And that 5-set win he had over Sinner, albeit on the clay, I just think that, you know, he's been there, seen it, done it, worn the T-shirt. There's not a lot of pressure on him right now either. I think if he hadn't won the French Open, maybe he would have felt it coming into Wimbledon. But for me, he's got the edge, and therefore I've got him coming in at number 1 on my power rankings. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that other stuff. Make sure you check out WTA Weekly on Sunday, which will be previewing the women's tournament, but also having a look back on Bad Homburg and Eastbourne, of course. ATP Weekly, which will be tomorrow night with Damien and Carlos. They will be looking back on the tournament here in Mallorca, and of course also the tournament in Eastbourne, as well as look forward to the men's side of things at SW19. And we've also got Taylor Fritz, by the way, Alexander Vukic, live on the channel later on. So yeah, and behind me, Tabillo, by the way. Should Tabillo be on my list? He's doing pretty well on the grass. Told me there's no grass courts in Chile, but does say that he feels as though his game suits it. And, you know, he might well be in a final or even winning a tournament over the next 24 hours. Okay, thanks very much. Take care. Bye-bye.